Hey guys, I'm the Burke and I do things. And in today's video, I'm going to do my mid-month makeup review for the month of September. This is a video where I go through a bunch of products that I may have done first impressions of on this channel. And after I've kind of used them a bunch and come up with kind of how I'm feeling about them, I sit down and I talk to you guys about it. I have quite a few products this month. We have some high-end, we have some very opposite of the spectrum, low-end. Do people say low-end? Drugstore, I mean. I also have, let me scoot over a bit, for $3 upgraded our background with a couple pumpkin-y things from the dollar store. So there you go, that's exciting. My makeup right now is mainly everything that was in yesterday's video. I did change my lip combo because I was in a mask for quite a while running errands, so I had wiped off my lips and I put on a lip product that's gonna be in this video. But other than that, the makeup information will all be linked down below. So if you guys wanna get into my quick little reviews of makeup for this month, then keep on watching. Let's go. I actually have a few products that are all from like the same brand, so I figured I'd start with going through products by brands and then we can kind of branch out into the other products where I only have like one thing from different brands. And we're gonna start with Colourpop. I did place a Colourpop order. I guess it was a month or two ago now, and it was like the first time I've placed a Colourpop order in quite some time. And one of the things I purchased was the Going Coconuts palette. This is one of their 9-pan palettes. I actually have not purchased a 9-pan palette from Colourpop since the Honey palette came out last summer, so this was a long time coming. And I feel like in this video I have a lot of products that I like, but they're not just absolute love, die for, need, but they're also not like bad products. And I feel like this falls right into that middle, like I like it, it is totally my style. This shade in the middle is definitely like the standout shade to me. It's the shade called Cocoa Crush, and it is just this beautiful foiled metallic shade. Like, I'm a huge fan. It basically gives you that like wet eye beautiful look. However, I just feel like the palette's okay. Like it didn't like overly like wow me like I'm dying now to go get another Colourpop palette, but it definitely reminded me like Colourpop is good, it's great, the price is awesome, but I don't need every single palette. Like I have this one now, it's like a neutral Colourpop palette. I don't really have one already. Like all of my Colourpop palettes have a little color in them, so now like I have my more neutrally one. I like it, I'm going to use it, but it hasn't become like an all-time favorite product specifically for me. The other product I got from Colourpop is their freckle pen. Now, freckles have always been one of those things that have totally interested me. Like, I wished I could do it, but all of the actual like freckle products were always so expensive, and I was like, the amount of times I actually will actively make freckles do not coincide with the cost of purchasing a freckle pen. So when an $8 pen came out, I was so excited. And honestly, like, I'm not upset I bought this. Like, it was worth $8. I feel like I got my money's worth, where I feel like I have it now, I can use it when I want, but I don't feel like I overspent for it. And you know, they work. You can tell when I have them on because Scott will say, why are there dots on your face? So that's how I know that you can see that there are little freckles on my face. So I don't regret getting this. Like, it adds something to my collection that I didn't already have. Now we can talk Tower 28. I did purchase this little set from Sephora. So first it came with the Beach Please Magic Hour Blush. I will say this is a very hard product to open, and every time I'm convinced I'm going to break my nail, and I use my little scissors here to open it. I like this. I don't want to say it's become an all-time favorite product for me, but I do like it. I think it looks nice, I think it's pretty, but I don't feel like I have this draw now to go out and buy a bunch of the other blushes. I feel pretty content now in just having this one, and it came with a little gloss, and I go through lip products so slow, so I was very happy to see they offered it in a mini. I do like this. It's a very thin, comfortable formula, and this is their clear shade. I do not have very pigmented lips, so when it comes to clear glosses, I absolutely need to wear a lip liner. So sometimes I do like something with a little bit more pigment. Like I am wearing a gloss right now that has a little pigment, and it makes it a little easier for me because then I don't need to use two lip products. So if I was to try another one of these from their line, I think I would prefer something that has a little bit more pigmentation just to make it a little bit more easy for me specifically. But I do think these are nice products. I think they come in a very good value set. I think Tower 28, for being a Sephora price brand, is a nice brand. I do have their facial mist. I use that in my AM skincare routine. Overall, I don't have any complaints about the brand. It just hasn't become like one of my all-time favorites so far. Okay, now we can talk about M Cosmetics. A few months ago, I did make a purchase specifically from the M Cosmetics website. Prior to this purchase, the only thing I had tried was their liquid lipstick, and I absolutely love that formula. So I purchased a gloss and one of the serum blushes. So we'll start with the serum blush. I did purchase this in the shade Rose Milk, and I had such high expectations for this, and I just feel like those expectations have never been met since I got this blush. I think I bought a shade that was too light. Rose Milk is a very, very lightly pigmented blush. And for these serum blushes, I think I would have benefited more getting a deeper shade that showed a lot more easily, even on my extremely pale skin tone. Like, I have trouble getting this shade to show up. And I feel like when you build it up, it can kind of mess with the foundation underneath. So it's a very pretty formula. It's very unique. The actual like applicator is not good. Like, it is so frustrating to work with this like dropper, but I just feel like had I known, I would have bought a darker shade and not this shade. Contrary to that, the lip gloss I'm wearing today, I love this. This is their lip gloss in the shade Magic Hour. Absolutely love this formula. I think I like this gloss formula more than their liquid lipstick formula. It is such a comfortable, like soft, pillowy kind of feeling. It almost feels like more like a very gentle, like creamy lip cream than a lip gloss. It's so like comfortable. Like, I could go on and on about this. Like, to me, this was the standout product of the two, and I would consider next time I make a purchase from M Cosmetics getting another lip product for sure, because I've had a good experience with both lip formulas I've tried so far. Okay, next we have It Cosmetics, and I have actually two little samples from It Cosmetics. I feel like I got both of these from Sephora, but I can't really remember. So the first is actually their oil-free matte CC cream. So I have this in a more self-tan shade, as you can see, but I actually enjoyed this. Now, I do know somebody who had an allergic reaction to this, so be warned. I think I like this formula better than the original. The original just doesn't have a staying power on me. I find that it always wears off, especially around my nose, and I feel like maybe because of the mattifying aspect to this one, it lasts a little bit longer on my skin. I don't think it's something I would apply necessarily in the winter time, but in the summertime, I feel like this product worked really well, and I didn't have any complaints about it. On the contrary, this is the Bye Bye Under Eye Illumination Concealer. So I have not tried the original Bye Bye Under Eye. However, this illumination version is odd. It is very full coverage. Like, I will give it that. Like, a little goes quite a long way with this product. Like, even when I feel like I've only applied a small amount, it still seems to be too much. But when it says illumination, it literally means illumination. Like, your under eyes are glowing, and I find it even hard to set because of how illuminating the under eyes are, and I don't love it. I just don't love it. It's fine. I can totally use this little sample of it, but I'd be more interested in trying the original. I just feel like this illumination version is a little bit too shiny necessarily for the under eyes. That's not necessarily like a part of my face I want glowy. Like, I want more of the high points and not bringing emphasis to my under eyes is what I feel like it does. Okay, the next brand, I have two products here from Hourglass. So the first one I'll talk about here is the Arch Brow Micro Sculpting Pencil. So this I got in PR from BoxyCharm. The shade is Dark Brunette. It is Dark Brunette. That is the shade name. It's so light. It's like a light brown to me. Like, I cannot fill my brows in with this. The only thing I can honestly use it for is kind of like touching up the front because it's so lightly pigmented for a dark brunette. I feel like I cannot accurately review this because the shade never worked for me and I could never fill in my full brows with it. What I will say is it's a very stiff formula. It is, to me, it's one of those formulas where you have to apply more pressure, which sometimes is not the most comfortable experience to me. It has more of a like oval shape to it, and it does hold its shape. Like, I don't have a problem with that. I just find that for whatever price they're charging for this brow pencil, I do not think it is worth the price. On the contrary, the ambient lighting powder in diffused light is one of the most beautiful things I've ever experienced. I do have it on my under eyes today. I have never had my under eyes look so like not like crepey in my entire life before I used this. Now, I will say the first time I tried this on camera, I wasn't really sure how to use it, but now that I've kind of figured out how to set it on my under eyes, I cannot stop reaching for this. This is a product where I am sure that I could use this entire thing up. And if I do ever do that, I 1000% will repurchase. I am so obsessed with this thing. So that was all of like the multiple brands. So let's do lip products. So I did receive in PR this set from Ofra. This is their Jen Loves Reviews collab. And it does come with 3 of their long-lasting liquid lipsticks. I will say that their long-lasting liquid lipsticks are one of my all-time favorite formulas. So we have the shades Revive, Refine, and Reimagine. So in my first impressions video, I did mix these 2 together, and I'll post a photo here of me mixing the lightest and the darkest shades together. I think it's a really interesting idea what Jen did with this collab. Honestly, I never really mixed liquid lipsticks before. I always had like maybe mixed like a gloss in with something, but I'd never done this kind of style before, and it was really fun, and it made me kind of get out of my comfort zone. I, in general, love Ofra's formula, so I'm going to say I like these. They're just, if these are colors that call to you and you like Ofra's formula, and I don't think you have to buy them, but you don't have to buy them like in the set. I think you can get the shades individually. If I had to pick a favorite, the middle shade is probably my favorite. But, you know, they're Ofra liquid lipsticks. If you like the formula and you like these colors, like, you're gonna like them. There's nothing, like, different about these, just that they're new shades. The other lip product I have here is from the Lip Bar, and this is their matte lipstick in Curl Friend. So I actually got this last holiday season in one of the, like, Target lip bestseller products. So this is the shade. It's not really like anything I have. It's a really nice, comfortable, long-wearing lip product. I think I have a picture here I can insert of me wearing it. I have tried an eyeshadow palette from the Lip Bar, and their lip product definitely stands out a lot more to me than that eyeshadow palette. I really am interested in trying their bullet lipsticks, but I really did like this. It's a drugstore brand. It's a Black-owned brand. So if you are looking for something new to try, I totally would recommend these from the drugstore. All right, let's do cheeks next. Okay, so I did purchase this from Kaja. This is their Bento Blush in Juicy Watermelon. So we have 2 shades here. We have more of like a neutrally blush and a very red blush. Honestly, I really like this. I didn't really use it on my lips. It really wasn't something I enjoyed using on my lips, but on my cheeks, I had a lot of fun playing with this. I know it's very tiny. Like, if you want to compare it to the size of the Tower 28, the pan size is significantly smaller. But in that case, you are getting 2 different blush shades, and I don't know how quickly you go through blush shades, but I feel like this is worth it. It was easy for me to just bounce my beauty blender in here and put it on my cheeks. I really don't have any complaints about this. I think it was really nice. I like it. But again, it was one of those products that was just like a like. It wasn't like an absolute love, but it wasn't like a fail. It was just like right in the middle. Now, a cheek product that I love, emphasis on love, is this $3 duo from e.l.f. I was actually very hesitant when I first saw these come out because I was like, I feel like they're just riding on the coattails of how popular the bite-sized eyeshadow palettes were, and these are just gonna kind of be like not the greatest. And now thinking back, like, e.l.f. makes really good blush and cheek products. Like, that's kind of something they've always been really good at. So I have this in White Peach and I just love it. It is the blush and highlighter I am wearing today, and I can't stop wearing this. Like, this blush is so pigmented. This highlighter is so beautiful. I would definitely recommend looking at swatches before purchasing one because the highlighters in the pan don't necessarily look how they look on the skin. I feel like they look a little darker in the pans than they perform on the skin. So I definitely would look up swatches before picking up a duo, but I have been so impressed with this. Like, I might like this more than I like the bite-sized eyeshadows. Like, that is how much I like this. I do have one eyebrow product here, so we'll just do that. So this is from Beauty Junkies. I did receive this from Beauty Junkies in PR, and this is their clear brow gel. I actually really like the spoolie on this. It's very fluffy, but I feel like you really can get in there and like get every brow. And when it is a clear brow gel, I don't mind if the spoolie's big because it's not gonna be a mess. What I will say is I feel like it's very typical, it's very standard. I didn't really find anything great or bad about it. It just like is very in the middle for me. I'm very picky about my brow gels. So this is just like, I'll use it, but it wasn't like game changer for me. Okay, everything else I have left is eye related. Okay, the first product I have here is an eyeshadow primer, and this is from Zoeva, and this is their Eyeshadow Fix Matte Longwear Eye Primer. I did receive this for free in an Ulta like freebie bag. It's just okay. Honestly, like, I don't think this is great. I haven't had the greatest experience with Zoeva's makeup products, and I just feel like this didn't do anything. I feel very much like it didn't do anything as far as priming my eyelids go. I'm not the best at, let's say, testing out eyeshadow primers because it's not necessarily something I use every day. Like today I just used concealer. It didn't give me what I feel like other eyeshadow primers give me. So this is just like okay, I got it for free, I'll use it, but I definitely wouldn't recommend it. Next is a product that was in last month's favorite, and this is the Becca Cosmetics Light Gleam Primer and Topper in Dusk. So it is a matte and glitter liquid duo here from Becca. I did receive this for free from Influencer to review, and I love this. I think this is so cool. It's not something I ever would have gone out and bought myself, but now that I have it, I have so much fun using it. I just use the matte side, I just draw it right on my lid. I take like a flat brush and I tap it out so it's like wherever I want it, and then I put some of this glitter over top, and it's just so beautiful. It lasts all day. I don't have glitter fallout with it, which is a big deal for me. So I've really been enjoying this and totally recommend it. Okay, the last product I'm going to talk about today is from Profusion, and this is their Citrine eyeshadow palette. So this is a $5 eyeshadow palette. Most people can get it at Walmart. My Walmart does not sell Profusion, so I bought this from their website. And I also bought their eyeshadow brush set. The eyeshadow brush set is awesome. I don't have it on, it's in my to clean pile, so I don't have them on me, but they are awesome. This is really nice too. I really like it. I will say my biggest issue with this is a lot of the shimmer shades create a lot of fallout throughout the day. Like by the end of the day, I just have like gold shimmer all the way down my cheeks. But that's my biggest like issue with it. Other than that, like these shimmer shades are like crazy looking. Like this is a $5 eyeshadow palette. So it's really hard for me to make complaints about it when like it's so affordable. Like, can you see how pretty these shades are? Now, this is a palette that you're not going to get depth with. If you are somebody who likes that darker color to deepen the outer corner, this palette is not it. Like this shade is the darkest shade and it does not come off very dark. But if you just like yellowy, like yellow peachy eye looks, like this is great. I feel like this is a great summer palette and also a great fall palette. So I really was impressed with Profusion between this and those eyeshadow brushes. And yeah, those are all of my reviews for the month of September. Definitely let me know if you guys have tried any of these products and how you guys felt about them in the comments. And as usual, thanks for stopping by my channel. If you're new here, click the subscribe button and ring that bell for notifications. I have my Twitter and my Instagram down below. Give them a follow, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys!